Hi, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Pete. Together we're no gluten, no problem.
Today we're going to show you how to make a gluten-free Chicago-style deep dish pizza.
Even though Kelly and I are New York natives, you've got to respect the Chicago deep dish pie. Just one slice of these things is basically a meal in and of itself. And what's amazing is that the crust isn't actually all that thick, but they're deep, so you really load it up with toppings.
So to make the pizza, we'll start with the dough. We'll combine warm water, yeast, and sugar in a small bowl to activate the yeast, and then we'll combine all of our dry ingredients together. We have brown rice flour, potato starch, cornstarch, millet flour, cornmeal, and then salt, xanthan gum, and psyllium husk powder. Woo!
That was
And we'll
close.
spill the yeast. Combine the flours. And then to our wet ingredients, we'll add 2 tablespoons of butter and 1 final tablespoon of butter into our pan.
And specifically, we're using a 9-inch round cake pan that is dark and non-stick. And the dark non-stick is key for getting the crust to brown and release from the pan when you serve the pizza.
So we'll add the wet ingredients to the dry and stir to combine. Okay, once it's completely smoothed, we'll spread the butter in the bottom of the pan. And then add a little extra olive oil if you need it. Scrape the dough onto the pan. And spread it into a uniform layer across the bottom and up the sides of the pan. Now, the addition of the cornmeal and butter really gives this dough its uniquely Chicago-style flavor.
There's plenty of debate about who invented the Chicago-style pizza. Some say it was Pizzeria Uno, some say it was the Malnati's. We're not going to weigh in on that contentious debate, but I can tell you this. It's exceptionally rare to find a Chicago-style deep dish gluten-free pizza on a pizzeria menu, so if you want one, this recipe is going to be your ticket.
And I neglected to say that when you spread the butter in the pan, you want to put it just along the bottom, not up the sides. Otherwise, your dough will just slip right down the sides of your pan.
It's looking good.
Yeah, so we're going to leave this to rise for about 30 minutes. And meanwhile, we'll preheat our oven to 425 degrees.
Then we'll come back and we'll top this pizza. To top the pizza, we're actually going to build this Chicago in reverse style. So after 30 minutes, the crust has started to puff a little bit. And now what we're going to do is first start by layering in some provolone cheese right along the bottom. We got this sliced at our local deli, so it's nice and uniform, nice and thin. And that's going to form the base. Next, we're going to come in with some shredded mozzarella cheese. Again, a nice generous layer, evenly coating the bottom.
Pete wasn't joking when he said that a slice of this pizza is a meal in itself.
Yeah, even this is hearty and we're only halfway there. One more little bit. All right, next up, because we're making the classic Chicago style, is we're gonna use Italian sausage. So this is loose sausage, not in casings. If you get it in casings, just take it out of the casings. And so I'm just gonna tear it into smaller pieces and again, layer the pizza with the sausage. This is already smelling so good.
And you could choose to use hot Italian sausage if you like it a little spicy. This is just regular traditional Italian sausage.
There's nothing like the taste of a good hot Italian or regular Italian sausage. I think it might be one of my favorites.
Boy, I'm already excited to taste this pizza.
And we've almost completely covered the bottom of the pizza again with a layer of delicious toppings. All right, I'm going to step away to wash my hands now and hand off to my partner in crime for the next layer.
All right, so we're going to add a layer of our marinara. And you want to completely cover the sausage and all of the cheese. Almost there, a little more. All right.
Now at this point, we have completely filled that Chicago dough base all the way up to the lip or the rim of the dough with the toppings. And so now to finish it off before we go into the oven, I'm just gonna come in with some Parmesan cheese. Nothing too crazy, just a little extra flavor over the top.
Nice saltiness.
Absolutely. And now our fully loaded Chicago pie is ready for the oven. 35 minutes, and then we're back here to taste it. All right, it's our moment of truth. Our Chicago deep dish pizza is out of the oven. It's been resting on our kitchen counter, or in this case, our stovetop, for about 5 minutes. And now we're gonna slice into this pie and see what we've got. It can be pretty tricky to depan a fully loaded Chicago deep dish. And so we will often serve it, leaving it right in the pan, and then use something like a cake spatula to get those slices out. Pretty similar to how an actual Chicago pizzeria would serve it as well. They'll bring it over to your table like this, pre-sliced, and then use your spatula to get the pies out. Do you want to do the dangerous work of trying to get a slice out?
Sure. Here we go. Oh boy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You want to cut another one for us?
Yeah, that would be good since there's two of us. That's a good idea. Slice number 2.
After all, we must taste this.
It's obligatory. I think that's good.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
All right, shall we give it a shot?
We also baked a Chicago pie in a springform pan, so we can easily remove the sides and show you just how deep the pizza can be. It's really delicious. Taste all of that yummy sausage flavor, cheese,
Oh, yeah.
and marinara.
Oh boy,
It's so good.
that's even better than I remember.
I'm gonna have another bite.
I was like, I have not had a ton of Chicago pizzas like over the span of life because growing up in New York, but this is really good. I don't want to be excommunicated as a former New Yorker, but it's a really good pizza.
And that's how you make a gluten-free Chicago-style deep dish pizza.
You can find this and other recipes in our cookbook, No Gluten, No Problem Pizza.
And subscribe to No Gluten, No Problem for more videos on how to make great gluten-free pizza at home.
We'll see you next time. Ciao.